short deal with that. I'm still learning how to.
Trust me, it's not an easy ordeal smiling on stage when you gotta flex every single muscle in your body, and then again, you know, your mouth's dry, you know, and then you know, trying to hold the poses it's a strain. It's a big strain on the body. So practice at home how to hold these poses and smile at the same time. You know, it kind of like it's bringing out the personality a little bit, even though it's kind of like a painted smile, you know, but it just looks more, how would you say?
Well, pleasant.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to look.
It enhances your personality.
Yeah, you're not going to look aggressive to the crowd. You know, you're not going to scare everybody into, you know, winning a show for you.
Right.
You know, it's just you want to see a very pleasant physique. You work very, very hard. You know. And it'll show that you're having a good time.
Yeah,
you
want to
enjoy this.
You want to give the impression that although you're working hard, this is fun for you.
Yeah. Effortless. You want to make it look like it's effortless.
Yeah.
You know, and again, like I said, when you keep on practicing, eventually the smile becomes a natural smile as opposed to, again, a painted smile.
Yeah.
You know, you see some people on stage, they're smiling, but it just looks fake. You know, they're straining, but, you know, just keep on practicing, and then everything will just fall natural. All right, quarter turns. Always turn to the right. You'll hear the judges say, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right, quarter turn to the right. And I mean, later on, we're going to show you that in the,
Yeah, we'll do that.
yeah. So you get a, look at that.
There's always the guy that turns to the left, too.
Yeah.
Especially the foreigners,
Yeah.
the foreigners that don't understand. All right, again, we just touched on, like, as far as like smiling, how to look natural. When you keep on practicing these things at home, it's gonna become natural. Like when I competed, I used to pose every single day. Even if I was in the supermarket, I'd walk around with the carriage. If I'm like in the line, I'll just stand there and just flex every muscle so that when I'm on that stage, it just looks natural, like this is an everyday thing for me. So you just wanna make bodybuilding 24/7 for that whole month or two, whatever you're training for, so that everything just looks natural.
Try to incorporate it into your everyday. If you are going to the supermarket. As for me, I'll stand. I'm a high stakes dealer at Mohegan Sun, and when I stand at my table, I stand with my legs flexed. You know, I'll flex them and then I'll relax them and I'll concentrate on my upper body. And then I'll keep that flex. I mean, it's practice throughout the day.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I start trembling and then I'm just like, all right, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna relax.
It might sound funny to you. Everybody has their own little slots.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
me, I'm in this New York City. When I'm on the subway, invariably you don't have a seat, so I have that's where I practice my routine on the actual subway. I have my headset, and then my eyes are closed, and I'm going through the motion all the time. What's wrong with this guy?
Every motion, I mean, it's just gotta consistently flex.
You've got to live this thing. It's got to become a part of you.
Yeah.
Even if it looks like you're being cocky, you can say, hey, are you talking to me? We wake up in the morning and yawn and flex it.
Yeah.
So again, just make it, you know, a fun thing as opposed to looking at it as I'm going in there to work and it's not gonna be fun. So just make it look natural. All right, arms down. Is that arms down?
Arms in front.
Quarter turns
Oh, the turns, yeah, when they're out like this. Oh.
Yeah, I call that the motorbike.
Yeah. Like a lot of athletes when they're called to do their quarter turns.
Mm-hmm.
You want to demonstrate some judges want to call hands out to your front or to relatively to your side, but they're judging you from the side. But always keep your arms down low so they can at least see your chest and everything, feet flat. I mean,
There's always the guy with the arm out.
Yeah, they're always, if they're standing here, they're gonna stand like this.
Right.
They're gonna stand like this.
But you want to do an easy way to do that is just to make it look natural. If you're just turning this way, they say turn to the side. All you do is just a little slight twist. That's it. Some shows they want you straight, but you know the conventional way is pretty much this.
Some shows would want your hands down, hands out in front of yourself. You know, some people, like myself, if they want hands out in front, I put my hands out in front, but I'll twist to the side, but keep my hands out in front, you know, in front of my quadricep, but turn to see, you know, the right side of my chest a little bit more, squeeze serratus, and keep everything, this whole side of my body tight, and this side.
Do you have to, like, if you're, wherever you're faced, do you have to look that way or look to the judges all the time?
No,
You're supposed
look
to look in that direction.
Okay.
Yeah, look straight, look straight.
yeah, see, I got a better way than what he was just saying.
Yeah.
When they tell you that you want to turn to the side, what I usually do sometimes is say, throw my heels this way. No, I turn this way, so they still can see this side, you know, so they still see my right side as well as my, you know, just a straight on view. It's called cheating.
Yeah, well, sometimes,
there's
sometimes you want to put your foot, you know, one foot in front of the other and squeeze against the one side, yeah, the hamstring and the quadricep, the one side that the judges are looking at, and it'll expand, you know, and it'll turn to the side and keeping it flexed, you know, all the separation will come out, your quadricep, and your hamstring, your calves. You know, you'll learn, you know, it's all trial and error. You'll be posing naked in no time in your bedroom there.
If you have, if you're confident as to how your serratus and intercostals look, try to ensure that it's visible. If you're not, if you personally don't feel happy about them, then you keep your hand in a position where they are not seen.
Utilizing your physique to the best of your advantage.
And the thing is that if you don't know how to do these things, another thing that what you want to do is actually look at the pros. If you get the videos, you can watch and see how they do it. Just keep on practicing in the mirror, you know, and you pretty much have to get into that comfort zone with your own body. You know, you have to be there mentally as well as physically. So, you know, you put yourself in a position where you're going to feel comfortable, and that's going to show towards the judges that this is a natural thing to you, you know. So, all right. Well, we already touched on twisting, sliding, stuff like that, right? Okay, mandatories. Don't waste time like I do. I waste time when I'm up there. That's because I like to add a little flair to it. But I mean, in reality, the judges don't like it. But, and again, it depends who you are too. It's like, you know, sometimes you can get away with it, but you always want to kind of like keep up with the rest of the crowd. I mean, I know everybody wants to show that they're the best, so they'll, you know, hit a pose and pose for like a seconds before everybody else hits their pose and then spread out. But the danger of that is like sometimes when you wait too long and then the other guys already hit their poses and you're about to hit yours, the judge will call another pose, so you know.
Until you're that experienced, once the pose is called, get into the pose. After a period of time when you would have competed on a couple of occasions, you'll have a better feel as to where you actually stand in this lineup, and you will know exactly what you can do from what you shouldn't.
Right. And the pre-judging, you want to hit the poses exactly.
Yes.
I mean, in the night show, yeah, you can leave all that stuff for the entertainment part about it. But the mandatories, you got to remember, they want to get this thing through. You know, they don't feel like waiting for anybody. So that kind of like takes points off. So you want to hit those poses precisely.
Be the first to pose and the last to relax. Keep flex.
More work, but
it's more work, but